What time is it? Oh yeah, it's Navigating the Universe with Lisi. Let's get into what the universe is telling us this week for April 17th through April 23rd. Let's get out our monthly calendar so we can jot down that information and a journal that we can write this information down. All right, my tribe, let's get into it. So let's look at our calendar. We have April 17th. Get your pen ready and your calendar, agenda, whatever you want to call this thing, door, calendar. Okay, April 17th, Mercury enters Aries. The sun is in Aries. We move to the 19th, full moon in Scorpio. Now this is a big one because everywhere I'm looking is saying full moon in Libra, etc., etc. But the full moon energy actually lingers for about 2 to 3 days. So you want to look at what energy is around there. And on the 19th, actually, it starts in Libra, but the evening ends in Scorpio, and then the following 2 days it's Scorpio. So in reality, the full moon's energy is actually Scorpio, not Libra. Last month in March, it was a Libra full moon. So just some information there. It's quite confusing, and I want you to understand how I get my information. It's not just looking at other people's stuff or Google Calendar or something like that. It's actually looking at the moon phases and seeing what zodiac sign pertains to the moon's energy, which is very important. All right, we have April 20th. The sun enters Taurus. Venus enters Aries on the 20th. We move to Monday, April 22nd. The sun is conjunction to Uranus. And we have Tuesday, the 23rd. We're wrapping it up for this video. The sun is conjunction to Uranus. So let me give you the messages for where the planets are. And let's do that now. Let's talk about Mercury. So Mercury is going to be in Aries. And we already know Aries is a strong and bold zodiac sign and is actually going to be in the first house. So what does that mean? The messages go like this. Make a decision quickly. Pioneering ideas and mindful thinking. In communication, bold and assertive. So your communication is going to be very bold and assertive, whether it's in your work life, you might see. Now, realize that this information is for the collective. So if it does not resonate for you, then it's just not meant for you at this time. But this is just what the collective, where the planets are and what you can possibly see happening. You really need to find out what your needs and interests are. You are the sharpest tool in the shed. Keep that in mind. You are the sharpest tool in the shed. That's like an American saying that people say, oh, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But in this sense, you are that sharpest tool in the shed. For people that are graduating coming up, it's on the horizon. Your classmates mean a lot to you right now. These are amazing moments that you can never relive. Graduation, whether it's high school, university, and so on. So take that moment and relish in that. Restlessness, can't stop thinking, like a motor. And it could be just the anxiety and anxiousness, whether it's you have a project at work coming up, or that anxiousness of graduations is coming. I know for some students they have FSA testing, so this is a lot of anxiety and anticipation. So that restful feeling and thoughts are definitely what the planets are saying right now. Positive affirmations at this time, positive affirmations directing towards your future. So you want to put those positive affirmations for what you want out of your business. What do you want out of your career? If you're graduating, if you're moving on to a better and bigger company or a project or something, you want to set those positive affirmations for yourself at this point with Mercury, which is the planet of communication, in the first house in Aries. Keep it positive for your future. Right. The next planet is Venus. Venus in Pisces. So that was a little bit of the energy happening from last week, and moving on to this week, we're going to have Venus in Aries, which I said, let me look at the calendar really quick. All right. Venus enters Aries on the 20th. So this information that I'm giving you is for the 20th. If you would like the information on Venus in Pisces, review my last video in April. Okay, so the Venus in Aries first house is what we're going to talk about today. What is that message? That message is blazing the trail of love. Spontaneous and direct love in the moment. You might find yourself caught up going to the coffee shop and you just bump into a stranger. Like this spontaneous energy and attraction is coming forward with Venus in Aries in the first house. So don't be surprised if you get this spontaneity and love vibe going on. The chase and conquest is what is important at this time with Venus in Aries. So the chase, it's the cat chasing the mouse type of scenario. Being the seducer, so being that cat, the cat that gets the mouse. And not the mouse. We're not the mouse this week. We are that cat in the love scenario. Maybe plan yourself a spa day. So the first house, right, number one, is dealing with self. Let's keep that in mind. And then we have Aries, which is just focused on me, myself, and I type of scenario. So definitely taking some time, giving yourself some self-care and self-love. When was the last time that you booked your spa day? Get your feet, your nails, a massage, a facial. This is the perfect time and energy to do so. Right, we have Mars in Gemini in the third house. Now, go back to my other video of last week. It's the same energy, the same message for Mars. Then we have Jupiter in Sagittarius in the 9th house as well. Go back to my last video and check that out. The energy of Saturn did change for us in this week. Saturn is in Capricorn in the 10th house. The message goes, build up your foundation to secure your future professionally. Career awards at this time for hard work for the past 12 to 14 years of work that you've done before. So some of you might be finding yourself coming to that end, like we were talking about graduation, putting in that time and really focusing on your future. And it's coming to that end point where you're going to be getting those awards, your achievement has reached, but that is not where it stops. Say those positive affirmations, like I said before with the energy in Mercury. Say those positive affirmations for your future. Where you're going is the energy with Saturn and Capricorn in the 10th house. Where does this leave you? Now that you're coming to an end, but it's not really an end, it's a beginning of something new, a beginning of your accomplishments. And where do you see yourself? It's an eye-opener. Having your reality and your views on life, broaden them. Don't stagnate yourself while keeping yourself in this little box. No, you're going to have the title. You're going to have your accomplishments. Where do you see yourself? Shoot for the stars is what the energy of Saturn and Capricorn in the 10th house is telling us. Next planet is Uranus. Uranus is in Taurus in the 2nd house. It's the same as last week, so check out that video. I'll put the link below. Neptune in Pisces in the 12th house is the same for this week. So forward to my last video and check out that message. Pluto in Capricorn in the 10th house as well. Check out my last video so that you can see the messages for that. It follows right over. So next, let's dive into some divination for this week. All right, my tribe. I picked for us earlier from the Goddess Guidance Oracle. And for this week, energy is Mary Magdalene. And her message reads, love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. So having that unconditional love. The message goes, I'm not what most people think, yet to defend myself would be to sink to lower levels than I feel comfortable with. I am one with the divine, just as you are, and it is here that I choose to reside. The lower levels of human bickering, judgment, and chaos are just that, lower levels. I choose to do my work from the level of higher consciousness where love reigns supreme. It's here where the most good can be done, and I urge you to do the same. Where you dwell in consciousness is where you truly dwell. So focus your thoughts on good things that you can find in people and rise above all appearances otherwise. Isn't that a beautiful message? Just like we were saying about with the energy of Mercury and Aries and having this energy of know where you're going, know that what you're telling yourself and what you're communicating to yourself and what you're talking to yourself, make sure it's that positive affirmations for your future. And like Mary Magdalene's message is saying, where your consciousness resides is where you reside. So definitely keep it in a positive space is what the Spirit is trying to tell us for this week. Isn't that beautiful? The other variations of the meaning of this card is don't worry what others think. Heal the situation with love. Send love to those who have hurt you or misjudged you. Forgive yourself for what you think you have done or not done. Release old unforgiveness towards others to help yourself heal and move on. Isn't that beautiful? It's such a beautiful message. The next oracle deck that I have for us this week is the Angel Oracle by Doreen Virtue. And the card we got was Brilliant Idea. A brilliant idea. And it reads, Archangel Uriel, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your ideas to fruition. Isn't that a beautiful imagery? Look at that card. It's just gorgeous with a unicorn. It's like euphoria. It's like you can't not win on a golden unicorn. You know, it's a win, win, win. Let's see what that message has to say. It says, your idea is an answered prayer. Even though it may push you past your comfort zone, know that God doesn't give you anything you can't handle. Ask for and be willing to receive all the support that you need to bring the idea to fruition. Know that I'll be there along the way and you can ask me for help at any time. I'm especially glad to give you ideas and creative insight to support your life's purpose. Isn't that a beautiful message from Uriel? It says, Uriel's energy is pale yellow, like a candle glow. Whenever you need ideas or intellectual guidance, contact Uriel. His energy is aligned with the amber crystal. So if this resonates with you, this message for this week, definitely go to your nearest metaphysical store and get an amber crystal. And that, if this message resonates with you, it will guide you and help you this week. Once again, we're at the end, but it's not the end, it's the beginning, right? So I just want to say thank you for my tribe holding me down thus far. And I hope this information helps and brightens your week, gives you a direction. I love doing these videos weekly because it gives you a heading, like a pirate. I love that saying. It's giving you a heading for the week so that you know and what to anticipate, what things can be popping up. And to you all, blessed be. And a quick update before we go. Don't forget to check out my Maui workshop that we're having. It's going to be May 26, 2019, so coming up shortly. We're going to be doing a workshop on the beach. I'll be doing a video of what to expect and so on, so look out for that. And blessed be.